Welcome in, Jets fans. Practice just wrapped up today. Here to give you the bullet points. If you appreciate them, a thumbs up is an easy way to show it. And if you want them all summer long, you can hit subscribe to the channel. So injuries are the first thing we have to talk about. Garrett Wilson did roll his ankle and was able to walk off under his own power to the locker room, and he did not return to practice. Alan Lazard still out with the contusion on his leg. Dwayne Brown, Randall Cobb, and Breece Hall still remain on the PUP list. Mekhi Becton, yesterday he didn't practice at all, just warm-ups. Today he warm up and participated in individual positional drills, but Mekhi Becton did not participate in team drills at all today. So I'm just the messenger. All right, don't freak out at me. There's 45 days until week 1, so I'm not freaking out about any of that just yet. First team offensive line was constructed of Max Mitchell, mostly at left, and Billy Turner at right. They've been kind of going back and forth. The middle has been AVT, Lakin, and McGovern still with the first team offensive line. Rodgers to Conklin all day long in the intermediate 8 to 12 yard range per Robbie Sabo was the #1 connection on the day. Offensive line continues to get worked by the defensive line in pass protecting situations, especially with Becton and Brown not out there. I had sacks by Quinnen Williams, Jermaine Johnson, Bryce Huff, Will McDonald, and Quentin Jefferson. Per Zach Rosenblatt, rather, the run blocking was much better today. And Bam Knight had a really good day. In pass protection, he was solid per Robbie Sabo, and he had 2 touchdowns in red zone drills. So Bam seems to have separated himself a little bit from the other backs over the past couple of days. I don't know what's going on with Corey Davis. He was not in there on team drills. I'm not sure. So these receivers that Aaron Rodgers was working with today, Malik Taylor, Mecole Hardman, and Jason Brownlee, the first team offense out there at wide receiver. So we'll have to see what's going on with Corey. I didn't see an update, but he was not out there. Defensively, Tony Adams still with the first team. That's 3 days in a row where him and Whitehead have been the first team safety, so it seems to be kind of his job to lose for the time being. Rookie versus rookie, Will McDonald absolutely abusing Carter Warren, per my buddy Dom C, who is texting me from practice. Yeah, Will McDonald, you're talking multiple sacks, all 3 of his first practices in the NFL. Okay, the kid can play. Trey Dean, undrafted free agent safety from Florida, multiple blow-ups in the box. He's a really physical player, kind of a quasi-linebacker-y kind of guy. Zach Wilson, from all accounts, he had that one pretty rough day, but he seems to have had a pretty clean camp so far. Some special teams and other depth notes. Greg Zuerlein, 3 for 3 on field goals, 55+. He's been killing it all camp. Jason Brownlee, who he's the camp darling. I couldn't tell if it was at least two, maybe 3 touchdowns on the day. One from Streveler, and then one from Rodgers. He also beat Sauce Gardner for a 25-yard gain from Rodgers. So I know we have one of these guys every year, but he feels a little different to me. I think he's going to make the roster. They also had Brownlee in there on special teams reps for the first time today, which of course he will have to do if he is going to be wide receiver 6. Jimmy Moreland, depth corner, had a pick 6 off of Tim Boyle. He could be a candidate to replace Justin Hardy if they want to get a little bit cheaper at that corner 6 gunner position. So there it is. Team also visiting with Dalvin Cook, as I'm sure you've heard, and we'll talk ball soon.